We escaped with our skins intact, but Yuna lost something. I could already tell her faith was shaken. Yevon had betrayed her. I felt like I should do or say something, anything. But nothing came. I was just as lost as she was. And then...
Well?
We're all clear. We will have to avoid Bevel in the future. Yuna?
Said she wanted to be alone.
Of course.
Of course, she's never alone. Kamari's there with her. Listen to that music. Oh, we're in Macalania, guys.
Must be tough for Yuna.
Yeah, Waka.
We leave at daybreak. If Yuna figures out where we're going, that is. I feel kind of bad leaving everything up to her, you know?
Yeah, what is the state of this now? She's become a pretty powerful summoner.
Maybe you should talk to her.
Me?
I am tired.
You're tired? What does that mean?
I am...
Okay, we'll... desperately trying to get to this save sphere right now. Come on. Come on.
I am...
Oh my god, it's not letting me. I don't know what other angles I can go at this from. The save sphere battles. Alright, fine, you guys win.
Wonder what Uni will do, huh? Think she'll quit her pilgrimage?
That's what you want, right?
Well, if Uni really wants to keep going, then I guess I shouldn't stop her, you know? That's what I think anyway.
That's some more of the cool subtle stuff that they do as well in the game. Like whenever Riku's around saying, hey, you can quit your pilgrimage if you want, you know, you can quit your pilgrimage. Just like always nudging her. And yeah, I mean, geez, don't forget about Sid and what we promised Sid. I mean, if she goes on with a pilgrimage, what are we even going to do? There's a lot that needs to be said between us right now.
I wonder if there's a way to perform the final summoning and not die. That'd be great, wouldn't it? I guess someone would have thought of it in the last 1,000 years, huh? Hey, maybe you should go talk to Uni.
Sure. These guys have a lot of dialogue at this point. That little conversation we had there, though, where she's like, I wonder if there's a way to do it. That's like a big thing between us and Riku now on. And it's like, it starts with an optional little conversation here.
Yuna's off in the woods. Kamari's with her, but maybe you should go too. I think it might help if you were there. It would be so easy to fight without thinking. Walk a straight line. So easy.
That was pretty insightful. Okay, alright, Lulu. Alright, I heard it. So yeah, one of my big warnings about the game was it can be a bit cheesy. Get ready to put your cheese hats on. Hope you guys look a bit Stilton, because we're about to enjoy some. You don't have to go directly to Yuna. There are a bunch of different directions you can travel in. These guys are warrior monks, and they'll, move towards you, basically saying, hey, you can't come this way. This reminds me of classic Final Fantasies. The movement of the NPCs, like throwing you away, no voice, dialogue, or anything like that, really reminds me of old Final Fantasies. I don't know why. Over here is blocked off. That's actually a way to another area called the Calm Lands. But to the south... we find another lake in the forest. And Kamari isn't talking. He just points off in the distance where Yuna is.
I always thought that this would be easier somehow. I thought that everyone would help me, with all my friends together beside me. I've been trying so hard.
Maybe you're trying too hard. They told me. Everything.
Everything? Well, so then... You know.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just, you know, all those things I said. Like, let's go get Sin, or about Xanarkand. I didn't know what would happen to you, Yuna. I guess... I hope it didn't make you sad. Forgive me.
I wasn't sad. I was happy.
Yuna! Just don't do it.
The pilgrimage?
Yeah. That's right. Forget all about Sin. About being a summoner. Forget all of that. You know, live a normal life. Come on now, Yuna, what do you say?
Maybe I will. Wouldn't everyone be surprised?
Yeah. Except Riku. She'd be with you. Lulu and Waka wouldn't hold out long.
Kamari would say yes, too, I know. But Sir Orin...
I'll make him understand, Yuna. It's the least I can do for you.
No, I should tell him. He deserves it. What'll I do if I give up my pilgrimage?
Hey! Xanarkand! Let's go to Xanarkand! Not the one in Spira, the one I'm from. Yeah, we can all fly there. Everyone can go. Then, we'll have a big party at my place.
And then we could see Blitzball.
That's right.
Your Xanarkand Abes would play?
Yeah.
We could all watch you play, in the stadium all lit up at night. I'd cheer and cheer till I couldn't cheer anymore.
Yeah, right on.
Well, what about after the game?
We'd go out and have fun.
In the middle of the night?
No problem. Xanarkand never sleeps. Let's go to the sea. Before the sunrise. The city lights go out one by one. The stars fade. Then the horizon glows, almost like it's on fire. It's kinda rose-colored, right? First in the sea, then it spreads to the sky, then to the whole city. It gets brighter and brighter, till everything glows. It's really pretty. I know you'd like it.
I'd like to see it. Someday.
Well, you can, Yuna. We can both go. You...
I can't. I just can't. I can't go.
Yuna.
Yes, quite. Kamari was watching all of that. Just want you guys to think for a second. I appreciate the sentiment of the scene. I just think the song's a bit OTT. But maybe you like a bit of cheese. And the trophy heartstrings.
I'll continue. I must. If I give up now, I could do anything I wanted to. And yet, even if I was with you, I could never forget.
Her resolve is set.
I'll go with you.
What?
I'm your guardian. Unless I'm fired.
Stay with me. Until the end. Please.
Not until the end. Always.
Always then.
Yep, told you. Quite the voyeur right there.
Maybe you should head back to camp first.
Roger.
Alright, so you do get a tiny second of control. Man, there was something really important I wanted to talk about there, but I've forgotten it. I will say, as far as like Final Fantasy love stories go, or whatever, this is not the worst they have to offer. It's kind of weird as someone doing like an LP how to receive a scene like this. I can see the good in it, but I can also, now that I'm a bit older seeing it, see the cheesiness in it. Like, I used to really like the scene when I was younger. you know, like a hormone-filled teenager. It was awesome to see like these two characters sort of get together a bit. Final Fantasy VIII in particular has like a real big love-hate love story between two characters. A lot of people feel like it gets dragged out a bit too much. I would have done it slightly differently, but you know, I appreciate the idea of what they're going for. I remember what I was going to say. I was going to say that basically Yuna's crisis here stems from the fact she's always had the resolve to sacrifice herself if it meant making other people happy. When she was younger, she saw how happy her father's calm made everyone, and, you know, that set her mind. So that's never been an issue. Just because now she realizes Yevon is like this horrible, corrupt thing, and the whole thing about pilgrimages is heavily tied into it, that shouldn't matter. No matter what Yevon is, the common man still gets killed by sin, and she can still stop that. So it doesn't even matter, you know, all this horror, you know, Yevon betraying her in this way. She's still doing what she thinks is right for people, and that's, you know, that's a very noble thing. You can try and get in her face a bit more and talk more, but the game deliberately blocks you out. So let's just walk off. A lot of promises made in that cutscene, by the way, will be fulfilled.
Wait, I'll go with you.
I wonder whether Jecht ever got like romantically involved with anyone on his pilgrimage, and he had, you know, a moment of speculative fantasy with them where they were like, "Oh, you can come back to Zanarkand. I'll show you how famous I am," and then deep inside he knows he can never go back. By the way, there's some interesting things to say about the Zanarkand we saw at the start of the story. We still don't know half of it. Riku there looking like she's asking if Yuna's going to quit. We just shook our head.
Sir Orin? Waka? Lulu? Kamari? Riku? Everyone, we leave at dawn. And I'm sorry for putting you through all this. And
Enough. You need your rest.
yes. Good night.
Orin's voice actor's so badass. By the way, another really clever scene where they don't say your name out loud. And there's a really good reason. She doesn't need to tell us because we just had the conversation with us. So she can say the names of everyone in the group except us and it doesn't feel forced. It's so good. Alright, so, obviously I'm not in control here. This is everyone leaving. Woo! That, my friends, is the end of the Bevelle arc. I really think that arc of the story is just amazing. Everything about it, thinking about us riding down the chains, crashing the wedding, her jumping off, all the stuff, you know, in the Infinito, fighting Evray, the destruction of home. I think all of it's great. Return to this area, you get the Lucid Ring that's been taunting you through these cutscenes. It's actually worse than the one we got earlier, if you cleared the Via Purifico correctly, so just treat it as something that you can sell. This game, the point of the game we're now at, has opened up again, but not the whole game. What I said before still stands. If you think about it, do the Guado like us right now? No, not really. We're sort of fugitives. We cannot enter Bevelle, and if we were to go back to the Thunder Plain, so let me show you. I'll talk to that woman in a second. Let me show you. If we walk along here, up there is the way to Bevelle, and there's this warrior monk here who says you can't enter Bevelle now. The guard is on full alert, you know. Just go back to where you came from. Got it? So I don't know whether he thinks we're a normal person or what. He says that road's closed. You can eventually go back up there, but not into Bevelle fully. So anyway, that's into Bevelle. If we come along here, we'll be at a place you guys recognize. Look at this! Feels like an eternity ago, maybe. But this is where Lucille and Elmer were stood, saying this road leads to Bevelle, but you're not meant to go that way. So here we are! Save, and you could in theory go back to the Thunder Plains, do all the Jecht Sphere stuff. In fact, I'm going to go watch that Jecht Sphere right now. No, we're not going to watch any of the cutscenes on our way down, any of the battles. I don't want to bore you guys with that. But let's get a bit more history of the Jecht Sphere stuff. It's been a long time since we've even seen one. So I'd love to show this one to you guys, and this should unlock Auron's next overdrive while we're at it. I believe it should. If not, then it will be the next one after that, which will come a lot later, but whatever. So yeah, Thunder Plains, check it out. Oh, here's that chest, by the way, a long time ago that only appears after you saw a cutscene. It had an X potion in it. Yay! Here we go. So near the very... Wow, okay. The reason it took me a while to start talking there was because I was on my bed. I've been doing that a lot in these cutscenes. I don't know whether I told you guys, but whenever there's a long cutscene, I'm like laying back. I think it'd be really cool to be able to create LPs where you're basically just like laying down, like proper relaxing. Maybe you could even do it with face cam or something. That'd be pretty cool. You'd call it like bedtime stories or something. Anyway, check it out. This is Ejectsphere. Let's take a look. A look into 10 years of the past. A simpler time. Question is, did these three figure out the corruption of Yevon? It seems like Auron certainly did.
Hey, hold it steady! Why am I doing this? What do you see there, my lord?
Oh, I was just thinking.
This is important! No fooling around! You're gonna spoil it! Whoa! Are you alright? Now there's a scene for posterity. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this would happen. So yeah, look, Auron's learned a new overdrive, Banishing Blade. So if you'd got both of these earlier, you basically would have skipped Shooting Star. Banishing Blade has a different hidden effect. It sounds like it would be eject again, but it's not. So yeah, there you go. That's his next overdrive. And now I've got to walk all the way back up. I'll see you in a second. Oh yeah, so this is some footage from my original file to my test file. So this is my test file Titus. I wanted to record this to show you guys what it would look like. You can see my mouse cursor there as I'm pissing about with the footage. I wanted to show you guys what it would look like if you tried to go back to Guado Salam. So Titus says, Guado Salam is probably crawling with Seymour's cronies. Now's no time to be picking fights with the Guado, that's for sure. And the game won't let you go any further back. So indeed, your last opportunity was around Lake Makalania. And from then on, you're stuck. Oh look, here's another chest that I didn't open. Alright, well that was a pain in the douche. We're back. So here we got a couple of people here. This woman says, I'm supposed to meet my... wait, voice acting, haven't done it for a while. I'm supposed to meet my husband here, but he hasn't shown up for the longest time. Huh, I hope nothing bad has happened. He's so forgetful, maybe he's just forgotten our meeting place. Little boy here as well says, I'm supposed to meet my dad here, but he's late. Oh no, maybe I forgot, we're supposed to meet. You know, there's that thing in singing where you sing too high or whatever. I know because I do this, because I'm a terrible singer. But you sing too high early, and then when there's an even higher note, you got to go higher, and then you, like, destroy it. That's what I just did with those characters. So, yeah, these people are missing a man. And here, this person says, hey, did you hear? They're saying there was a riot in Bevel. The warrior monks aren't letting pilgrims into Bevel anymore. And I came all the way out here to pray at St. Bevel. This is such a disappointment. So, yeah, you're going to start hearing through the grapevine that things aren't very well in Bevel. Think about the Maesters right now, okay? Keenock's dead. Kel Cronso has ran off. So that only leaves Micah and Seymour. Seymour we just destroyed on the high bridge. So that only leaves Maester Micah there. People are going to start asking what the hell's going on. Anyway, there's a guy here who says, oh, I'm supposed to meet my family here, but they're nowhere in sight. Oh, right, okay. So you could say, hey, they were waiting over there. What? Really? Thanks, kid. And he runs off. So this is a part of a very small side quest in the game. One of the first, like, conventional-ish side quests you get in Final Fantasy X. And this is to do with, this is the first part in a long process of unlocking people's final weapons, which you can sort of begin-ish now, which is pretty cool. And you can start using it against later bosses. I'm not going to jump the gun with it, but I'll show you guys the start since it doesn't take any encounters or anything. So yeah, checking them out, they're together. I finally meet up with my husband thanks to your help. I can't thank you enough. No worries. But my son went off into the woods before my husband came. I don't know what to do. Okay, cool. And this guy says, I was reelected with my wife. Thanks for all of you. Okay. But now my boy's missing. He went into the woods alone. So let's go up this weird celestial path thing. I have no idea what the subtext or what the plot of this side quest could even be relating to. It just seems slapped together and weird to me. You know, there could have been an actual story here, but whatever. We have this family. And now, you know, it's before we're being blocked off at this section. Well, now we can come right up, and there's a kid here who says, "It feels like there's something around here, doesn't it? Yes, there's definitely something around here. I wonder what it could be. You might want to remember this place. You found my dad. Thanks a bunch." And then he runs off to meet with his family. His family now who knows where he is. We scratch our head kind of weird. Titus does that all the time. Scratches the back of his head with his right hand, with his shoulder in the air. It's weird because when I try and replicate that, my shoulder, like, it doesn't go as high as Titus's does. It's actually really hard to get. It's a lot of effort to get your actual elbow, higher than your head. But yeah, whatever. Okay, so there's this weirdness up here. We can interact. Well, no, we can't even interact with it right now. But that's the first thing you want to do to unlock the beginning of Celestial Weapons. Just getting access to that thing. Down there, you'll see Bora. You can actually redo the mini games there with the butterflies and stuff right now for better loot. I'm not going to bother. We'll walk along here to skip the stuff, and what I'm currently doing is going to the Lake Macalania Travel Agency. Just like those chests in the Thunder Plains you guys might have been commenting on and saying, oh, you know, you missed these chests. There is also one up in Lake Macalania, you know, the cold area that Clasko was originally stood in front of. Well, now that a long time has passed, if you return there, you'll find you can actually get at that chest. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. We might get a random encounter, which would suck, but I'll cut it if we do. Check it out. You now have access. This is the earliest you can get that chest. I promise you guys. I'm not lying to you or anything. This is the earliest you can get it. So we'll grab it. And that thing has 4,000 gil in it, which is weird because the reward in it does seem appropriate for when you originally find the chest. Most chests we find now are, you know, they're 10,000 gil or something like that. Granted, those have been difficult to find chests, but whatever. Alright, so now that we're back here, I'm just going to quickly save. We'll have a chat with some of the people in the agency, and I'm going to show you guys something optional. Something very cool. First of all, the innkeep says, "Welcome. Does she have any new wares?" Doesn't look like it. Looks like the same old stuff from before, as always. There's two people here who say, "I heard a flying machina appeared in the skies over Bavel. Could it really have been the Al Bed?" Oh, we don't know anything about that. Don't forget, Asaru said that they landed in the Calmlands. That's where we're going next. Could it be true that Lady Yuna is a traitor? Oh, I hope not. She's not a traitor. Honestly. She's fighting for you, the normal people. So yeah, that's what those guys are talking about. And what we're going to do is head back to the temple and see what we can find there. Cool, it wasn't actually that long ago I was recording the episode where we walked down here. And I just started a new episode and the crawler had attacked. So now you'll see where the crawler initially attacked us. This is also where the Wendigo attacked us. Created this huge hole in the ice, which obviously we don't want to jump down. Actually, I shouldn't really talk about that. Okay, so what we're going to do, brush over that. We're going to move along down here. This is where we were on the snowmobiles. And we're going to have to walk with random encounters, so I'll cut it. But what happens if we go back to the temple, I wonder? Well, here we go. Here's the entrance, so we'll walk on through. I told you guys that at the end of the game, well, not at the end of the game, that you wouldn't be able to return to this temple. You had one opportunity to recruit that Blitzballer. You'll notice she's now not stood here. That's because... Oh, she is! So I lied to you. You can still sign her. Interesting. Alright, well, what happens if we try and go right to the temple? I thought she moved into it. Well, you'll see we get a cutscene. And it's deadly silent. It looks really cool in the background over there. Okay. Kind of weird. We get that bridge down there that we weren't able to walk on before. If we walk over here...
Fool! You come back to Macalania Temple a traitor! Traitor! Find your salvation on the far plane!
Oh my god. Now that voice acting there that you heard, you can only hear. This is all HD remaster stuff, okay? Regular players of the game would not see this. This is Dark Shiva. She is so quick that her animations, if she'd attacked 3 times, she would have just stood next to us the whole time there. They chained together, and she just wrecked us. Yes, every single hit there was 99,999 damage. She guards the temple. We cannot get back inside. So yeah, we're stuffed. Now that we are traitors of Yevon, now you can invent your own story, your own lore as to why these things exist. They're all called the Dark Aeons. For every Aeon in the game, there is a dark version of it, which is incredibly dangerous. They are all super bosses in their own right. Dark Shiva is one of the easiest of them all to kill, though. It appears very high in many ranks, but we're nowhere near being able to deal with that. Jeez. She'd get like 1,000,000 turns before we got one, trust me. And with every one of those turns, she would do 99,000 damage minimum. That's ignoring her overdrive. That's ignoring so much stuff. Okay, the statuses that she'd inflict, even if we did survive it. Heavenly Strike was instant death on Waka there. No numbers even came up. It's very, very cool. So there's a lot of Dark Aeons. You'll notice that Shiva looked badass as well. I guess there's probably some way to change the textures of the game if you emulate it so that your regular Aeons look like the Dark ones. I know you can bug it, like save edit it, so that anything in the game is in your party, so you could have a Dark Aeon in your party or whatever. But yeah, so we can't go back there. In fact, in the Thunder Plains as well is another encounter with Dark Ixion. These are 2 of the Dark Aeons in there. The first 2 you can experience in the game if you're playing this version. We don't have to worry about that, though. I just wanted to show it off for, because it's pretty cool, to be honest. And we needed to go as far as the agency anyway, so why not? Alright, that's pretty much everything I want to do right now. Before we move on into the next area of the game. In fact, I think that's pretty much everything you can do. You can walk to Guadalsalam, but I've already shown you that. And so, yeah, this is the other side of Macalania Forest, which has been so close to us for so long, but only now do we get to see it. I love this screen here. You get to see the iciness fall away. You might think everything north of here is just going to be freezing cold because, we're very far north in Spira. It's not true. It's just that one area is very cold because of the faith in the temple. All right, let's move up. This area is awesome. This is like one of the biggest. I said that the desert was a huge area, but not the biggest. Well,
The Calmlands. Long ago, the High Summoners fought Sin here. The road ends here. Beyond, there are no towns, no villages, only endless plains.
Many summoners stray from their path and lose their way here.
I've always known where to go.
I won't let you die. I'll find a way somehow.
Let's go.
I told Yuna I would find a way. I guess I wanted to believe that words could make it come true.
Alright, so yeah, guys, this is the last leg of the pilgrimage. We're not far away from Zanakan now, the city of the dead. We have the Calmlands to travel, a mountain where the Ronso are from, and beyond is Zanarkand. So, not too much of the pilgrimage left. Thank you very much for watching. When I started recording today, for the record, I was at the Albed's home. So yeah, it's been a long day. Thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. I'll see you next time.